secrets of nature's deepest mystery.
I got you.
Proceed with the operation.
You got me.
Roger.
Hey everybody, welcome to Green Clean Auto, Home and Solar. Yes, thank you very much for joining us. We're here to demonstrate an awesome line of product. Once again, Waterless Technology that helps cut water out of the car wash process. I have picked up a new rehab subject here, a 3 Series 325i that looks really good. I mean, without any dry wash on it, last week for $600 bucks. I'll tell you what, all this baby really needs is an awesome detail, outside and inside. The inside, obviously, this guy had a German Shepherd. He had a German Shepherd, and he never vacuumed this car, I swear. So that's what we're gonna do, show you some dramatic vacuum work, restore the rugs. The leather looks like a used bomber jacket, which I'm kind of partial to, being an aviation freak and fanatic. So without further ado, man, we're putting dry wash on this 325i that I call 006 for the first time. It's got a little crunch up in the front passenger corner, no problem. I've got some parts to refurb that part of it. It's got a few dings, a couple of rust spots around the traditional rust spot area.
Nature's deepest mystery.
That with tinted windows, this baby's ready to operate. I'm telling you, man, it's just an amazing car. It's a 2001 with 174,000 miles on it. And we're just gonna rehab it, refurb it.
42 north, situation.
No
9
leaks.
minutes, 43 minutes.
Gentlemen,
Thank God.
have we seen the actual reality of the universe?
Proceed with the operation.
Gentlemen,
This is basically how I picked it up. $600 buy
time is running out
with 176,000
for the planet Earth.
miles on them. All this hair, crap everywhere. Money, it's a good thing. Any little bit counts. Look at all this hair up here. It's crazy. Easiest way through that will be tape, I believe. Masking tape. These creases are dirty. Iconic BMW 325i from the 3 Series of BMWs. The tether's broken on that, no big deal. Still put it in here. Very convenient. Rust right here. Try to keep that from cracking. Rusting more. Get all this rust off. Try to adhese that back into place right there. That boy's in good shape. It was sitting for a while with that window open. I'm gonna cover this cowl up, do my own job on that with Flex Seal tape. Should look fine. Might even do it with a combination of a yellow tape. Got a new insert for this, and this is shorting out on me. I have to figure it out. Got a new trim detail here, but it's black. Gotta figure out how I'm going to get it painted accurately. A little bit of paint chipping. Looks like this puppy's been painted before or repainted professionally. This is what caused this damage here, but I've shaped it back, try to shape it back in as much as possible. Doesn't look bad from a distance. Some decent shape, man. Tap on the floor. Yeah, this that cut is real clean right there. Nasty. So, yep, here's a little tour of 006. Sexy silver. Sexy in silver. Yeah. I've always had a thing for silver cars. And keeps going. And refurb this baby. And it's gonna clean up real nice. Full detail, in depth, leather treatment. Everything's gonna shine again. All these drops out locally. Snap back wheel here. Work with that brake dust. See that brake dust?
Cycle it and keep paying nature forward. Okay, keep paying forward to nature and not destroying stuff, but refurb. Here we go. We're gonna save some water.
Rolling that to see how it comes out.
I like to use the spray model though. Spritz it all over the paint job. Spritzes the dry wash all over the paint job. This is the side of the car. It's a pretty side because it has not been dinged too much. No fender clipping. Come in real close right here for me. Right here is where we got this rust spot. I've got the touch-up paint. I'm gonna treat the rust and then come in here with a little sandpaper, and then I'm gonna come in with the touch-up paint. That's the general silver that usually works with all silvers. Right here I wanna show you this this rust. Right here I wanna show you this rust residue coming off of where rust is just beginning to transfer through the paint. But what we're gonna do is treat it with dry wash. Now, it's not cut on this. We'll go ahead and just see what it looks like. Check it out. Let's see what we can do. So, it's very persistent. It is. I'm gonna be honest with you. This rust tone is very persistent. But I can already see a difference. That it's starting to reduce itself. And now, everything that rust is, all it is molecules. Molecules of side effect from the environment on certain surfaces and metals, produces oxidation, hence rust. Yeah, this stuff's pretty persistent. But look, I think we're doing a good job right here of reducing the amount of rust tone we see on the surface of the paint, as it reduces the amount of molecules that are bonded to the exterior paint. Now what I can also do is just let the product set, massage it in, and then move on. So we're going to come back here and pump in this product. I'm excited to see how this puppy shines. And I know this guy has been repainted at some point. It's 21 years. Around this logo I'm seeing some paint chip. And I can see the same silver underneath it, if you can see right there. But the logo's in great shape. That's what matters. The general appearance of the original silver is in place. Whoever had it repainted did a good job of it. Or picked the right painting shop. going over all the glass, all of the reflectors. The headlights will get a restoration job too. They're not terribly faded out, but they're not in the best shape either. Here we go, we've got some more, a little bit of more rust tone there. So glad I'm getting to this car with dry wash finally, because what dry wash is going to do is prevent bonding. You can tell this paint has gone through certain elements and environmental fallout from trees and whatnot, sap spots, you know, just very fine particle dust that sets on paint and becomes very hard to come off. Dry wash and guard, going over the mirrors too. These windows inside and out, they're gonna get beautified. So this is Beautify My Rides, sponsored by Green Clean Auto Home and Solar. As I do this windshield, I can basically be doing a demonstration for a solar panel. Imagine this is a solar panel. And Green Clean Auto has come in with their technologies to be able to clean solar panels just like this. Cutting water out of the process. Again, presenting the most water-conscious concept for washing large items like autos, solar panels, and homes. Because people don't realize how much water a household can consume just in the maintenance of the home. Sunroof getting its dose. So for 6 months, rain is going to be able to wash this vehicle off. Okay, doesn't mean you don't need to come back, or you shouldn't come back and add more dry wash to the paint. Anytime, the paint will say, anytime, put some dry wash on it, and it'll last. However, just so you know, the shelf life of this wash I'm applying by hand is up to 6 months long, okay? So when you're caught in that downpour, or it rains at night, your car's out in the driveway, you don't garage it all the time, and you know you have dry wash on your paint job, then you know your car's going to be getting a nice rinse off by Mother Nature without chemicals. Yeah, there's some of that fallout, something that felt like rubber. Instead of toxic rain, certain letter of the alphabet product on glass, dry wash is the best replacement for it. 4 little squirts there. Saturating all of the glass with some dry wash. All the glass will bead up, just like it's been treated by certain other brand X rain treatment for windows. Dry wash does the exact same thing without using toxic chemicals. And a warning about those other products is they're so strong and doing what they do that they have some really toxic stuff that can damage your paint. If you get X brand window treatment, anti-rain for beading that's not dry wash, it could ruin your paint, and you don't want it near your paint when you're squirting it on the glass. You just don't want overspray onto your paint job, trust me, with the General X brand that's out there. Moving on. Doing the lower quarter here. Yeah. Very soft. This thing will be cool. Forward on it. Like I said, this area right here picks up a lot of debris, a lot of brake dust. So definitely want to treat this area with dry wash. So when it rains, it just flows right off your paint, drips right back down onto the roof. You see right here, wow, a lot of this rust residue that's just, you know, pieces of metal bonding on the paint, sticking to it, coming right out. Really excited to see how clean this area has become. Right here, all these tar spots, just once they get, you know, products just, you know, setting into them, these tar spots just give way and lend to being removed. There you go. Much nicer. All right. See, I'm gonna go through a buff out of this quarter. We're gonna be, you know, washing the windows inside and out with dry wash. So now on tint, perfectly tint safe, I'm gonna be cleaning this German Shepherd's nose marks off of this glass for the first time in I don't know how long. When you're doing interior detailing with my products, I like to go directly onto the towel when I'm gonna start wiping down dry washable surfaces. When I'm about to start dry washing interior dry washable surfaces, I spray directly onto the towel, which includes doing the inside windshield. Wow, I've had this car for a week now, and I've been waiting to do this detail. It's looking good, man. This tint's in good shape. Can you come around here real quick? I wanted to show everyone how nasty this door frame is with a high quality camera, higher quality than the GoPro, but you see right around here all these creases, drips from the dog's drooling, maybe the driver's drooling, who knows. It's, you know, I can't wait to get dry wash leather vinyl treatment on all of the leather vinyl surfaces of this interior. We're going to show you that later. Buckle, I mean, anything that's in them, just buckle with dry wash. So, Green Clean Auto Home and Solar goes all in on a vehicle. Okay. B-roll. Alright, yeah. Door jams. Do not leave them out. We do not leave door jams. Then you'd love to. And not only that, but it's also pleasant for the driver that when they get in their car, it's all clean. Like every square inch they look at, especially the driver's side. Here's that rust spot. Dastardly rust spot. Looks like some lady kept kicking her high heel in here at some point throughout the beginning of this car's life on the road, and it suffered in the same spot every time. See these detail lines right here? I didn't even spray any product on the towel, and it is still cleaning off all that dog goo, human goo, whatever's in this goo goo. And the chrome piece right here. The mirrors work on this puppy too for $600, man. Anyway, there you go. Look at that. The entire trim is gonna look like this when it's done. Can't wait. I'm gonna wipe that lens down real quick. Just get a little B-roll. Yeah. Door jams. Do not leave them out. We do not leave door jams. Then you love to. And not only that, but it's also pleasant for the driver that when they get in their car, it's all clean. Like every square inch they look at, especially the driver's side. Here's that rust spot. Dastardly rust spot. Looks like some lady kept kicking her high heel in here at some point throughout the beginning of this car's life on the road, and it suffered from the same spot every time. See these detail lines right here? I didn't even spray any product on the towel and it is still cleaning off all that dog goo, human goo, whatever's in this goo goo. And the chrome piece right here. Mirrors work on this puppy too for $600. Anyway, there you go. Look at that. The entire trim is going to look like this when it's done. Oh yeah. I've got some, man, some serious sap spots right there. Yeah, it's definitely, somebody, you know, maybe had a fender bender at some point before this chip over here on the front, this clipping it got, but it did have a good paint job. Maybe it was just the hood, you know. Hydrostatic charge protecting the paint now. You feel the tingle on your fingers. It's just, I mean, every day that a car gets dry wash on it is like Christmas, okay? Trust me, I can speak for cars. I put my hands on so many of them. Check out this mirror right here. We've got the pumice on it.
Yes.
Mirror now will stay cleaner longer, creating a safer driving environment. Buffing out the glass here. We have the top two in a second here, doing the door. You know, silver is the least dramatic color to demonstrate on. So, you know, you may not be going ooh and ah yet, but man, it feels slick. Paint is now like feeling so soft and sleek. Like I said, any car that starts getting this on it says, I want more. It's like crap. Just kidding. It's back for cars, y'all. Sure. Let's see, here we go. I don't know how long it's been since these wheels got any detail care or love like this, but you can see the brake dust that has built up on the walls. It's awesome. Can't guarantee how good it'll come out, but I'm gonna do my best. Here we go. Start the areas where you can see the dust. Starting from down up, usually start from the top down. But now I do have a metal polish that I think I'm gonna run over it as well. As you see, I'm getting a very persistent fight from what is brake dust speckles right there. Anything that's like recent brake dust looks like it's coming off. As you can see, there is an improvement. As soon as I lay a finger on here, it looks better already. However, this is some pretty thick grime on this wheel here. These are usually the easiest to do because they're a flat surface all the way around. Those spoked ones are a menace to a detail. Spoked ones you can charge extra for. Remember that when you're looking to detail as a side gig or something. And of course, any cars that are over soiled, like this one, I'd go a little bit more than my typical 120 full detail because there's just a lot of oxidation on these wheels. It's really persistent. I'm going to have to go in there with the metal polish additive. It's very effective at stuff like that. I've restored all kinds of 20-year-old rims with my product line of options. Already see that they are improving in appearance. See a little bit of my reflection from my arm there that I couldn't see before. meaning that we got a very, very fine layer off of this wheel. You see that right there? It doesn't hurt to go over it another time, especially since it's the first time it's ever had dry wash on it from what it looks like. Right here on this side, rust streak just came off on this second application. So yeah, it's worth going over a view, going over all surfaces twice with dry wash, because once it starts doing its job, it's so easy for it to do it once it has time to saturate in the surfaces that you're trying to beautify and perfect. See right here, this is all coming back. Right here around this air nozzle. See right here along the rim right there, it's getting its original luster back. So yeah, metal polish going on here. Next, should just wipe through all this gold tone right there from the brake dust. Yeah, these wheels are gonna look good once they're done. So right now, yeah, we're doing a restorative detail on a 2001 BMW 325i inline 6 E46 design with the M54 engine. It's the 2.5 version of the engine that you can get in 3.0 and 3.4 as you go up. 330 M3 and whatnot. Yeah, man, this is really looking better. I'm gonna go ahead and let some of this sit on there and then come back to it once I've done the other wheels. Got them started. Alright, decided to go ahead and grab the metal polish right away and go into it and just finish up this wheel once and for all. Being able to see what it looks like now after a few applications of this, I'll know how the other wheels are going to end up looking. So may as well get into it now and see how this looks. So this is the metal polish from Dri Wash Guard product line. It's the finest pumice for polishing metals on the market, and I believe it. See how that's already just eating through that brake dust. Oh, geez. I'm gonna do it right here. Wow. All that gold tone is just disappearing from the wheel. Here. See that? It's the gold tone I've been talking about. As long as you just give it direct contact with any area with that gold tone, it just comes out. See that? See the white concentrated? That's the metal polish going around this air nozzle. Now let me buff it out and show you. Is there a difference?
Yeah, you can see it, the difference between like 6 and 5 and 7 and 8.
Yep, there's a difference there and there. The gold tone is what came off on the fingertip with the metal polish. And as I mentioned, it just like a hot knife through butter. Do these two sections one more time just to run it by you again. Needing to get a buffer in on this situation here. So right there, you see that gold tone just wipe off. Transfer to the towel. It doesn't go back to the towel. Refresh a little bit. Spitting out because it wants to get these wheels so fast. Yeah, so one more side. That air nozzle on this wheel's really basically. Now, do a quick buff out. What Beamer would not love this treatment? The Green Clean Auto Home and Solar Auto Spa Treatment. A little bit of this remaining. Let me see here. Eliminate the gold tone. I didn't see that angle. There you go. Eliminate. Voila. Tire treatment shine on this ride. Oh yeah, see right over here too? Awesome products for under trim of a wheel. How's that look now, folks?
Looks clean.
You get a brush real quick. The spot was where it was parked for 9 months straight, man. Just sitting there. And this is where it was sitting on this part of the tire, and it collected all this crusty dirt and grime and just, you know, fallout from the environment. And now it's gone. Like all 4 tires have that mark on them. Can't wait to get it all out. Big difference in how these tires look now. They look sad, flat colored. Now they look conditioned, cleaned. And that is the Dry Wash and Guard tire treatment. All-weather tire treatment for trim as well. Works awesome and it's non-toxic. You can't light this on fire. Even though this vehicle looked really clean on the establishing shot, this tells you how much debris was sitting on it, how much dust, you know, on this part of the sunroof. But this is the side we've treated already, you know, and there's the difference between the two, you know, the dividing line of, yeah, the vehicle was dirty, yeah, it needed to have dust and dirt removed from it. Every surface on the outside does. It's been sitting for 9 months. And, you know, we've had a lot of hard rain, but there's still a lot of stuff that clings to the paint. And that's where we come in, the detailer. So the window had been left open a little bit for the 9 months that this puppy was sitting before I purchased it. And so you can see this crusty ass buildup of dust and dirt. I'm gonna take it out right here and now. Like that. Get that part off too. Yeah, Beautify my ride. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We're showing you how waterless technology is the best practice for the future. Look, we're questioning, you know, what our water supply looks like. It doesn't help when we keep drawing out of it for needless purposes. Technologies for all kinds of things, but we used to have filing cabinets, right? Now we have a computer where it's just a little box and all everything's right inside that little box instead of a huge cabinet in your living room or your den. So this is cutting that huge long thing they call a car wash, that machine that runs it, out of the picture. on practices. Every rig, every personal vehicle in America will switch to a waterless way of maintaining its cosmetic appearance. We would save trillions of gallons of water in America. It all adds up, folks. People think I'm crazy when I say that, but I might be a little crazy. It's okay, right? People think I'm crazy when I say that, but I might be a little crazy. It's okay, right? So we do this front window now. Almost wrap up all the glass. Wrap up the first half of the car after we get this glass done. Now folks, after you finish polishing the outside of the vehicle, you can use the residue in these towels to do the glass. So you don't have to use any more product on the paint or on the glass. Save product for your next polish job. Another best practice. There's a technology that extends the life of product that's already in the applicator, the towel. See? I'm gonna work the inside, and I haven't even sprayed any more product on the towel, and it's eating through this German Shepherd's spit. So although you know how dogs' nose touch the glass all the time, I gotta go in for a little bit more. Do a little direct application. Just burns right through it. I know you're probably difficult to see, but I promise you, all of the dog nose residues coming off right now. God, just look, elbow grease on that dog spit. Yeah, check it out. Right here, you see all this dog hair? It might overload the vacuum cleaner. Bring out the reinforcements. It is ludicrous. Why did God make dogs that could shed? Come on. Primo now. As you can see, once I get to the leather, this door as well has all that dog spit all over it. The creases are all dusty. You know, an inch dust in the glove pocket there. Look at all this buildup all the way around this trim. To come in real close here. There's a lot of buildup from when it would rain and over time, and particles just bond to each other. And make it harder for rain to knock bonded particles off, which leads to what you see along edges of trim. A lot of discoloration, a lot of buildup. Here we are finishing up the glass on the outside. 15 minutes later from when we started on that side. It's 21 years old now, or almost 21 years old. And I'm giving this baby a huge makeover. Now, look at this real quick. This is adhesive that somebody put on to, you know, hold this in place. They didn't realize that there's a clip for it attached to the headlight. But this is adhesive from some kind of tape. And I'm going to show you the strength of dry wash. It's not bug out, it's not a petroleum base product of the tape. Just a few squirts and all of that adhesive just comes off like butter. See that? And it'll look like no one's ever tried to use moving clear tape or duct tape on trying to hold this chipped corner in place. you know, keep that light in place. I don't mind showing you damaged areas and how pretty they can look. Because then we will have done the entire outside, right? And I can speed that stuff up. Oh yeah, here we are. We're on to the passenger half of the hood here. Okay, the hood's been through a lot, even though it's been repainted once already. See where something came in and clipped this corner. Sucks. But I'm removing paint transfer from it just with dry wash alone. No buffer in dry wash. I can run a buffer over this with dry wash at another time, and that'll be another video. So when you apply dry wash to a painted surface with the high-speed buffer, you get an entire year of dust repelling protection and rain washing it off for a whole year with a buffer. High-speed buffer. Guaranteed not to burn the paint too, because we only use foam bonnets with dry wash technology. No cotton. Cotton is the enemy of paint. You never want to use cotton bonnets when you're buffing with high-speed buffer. That's what burns the paint, swirls it with heat. It starts breaking the paint down with the heat and the heat that a cotton bonnet produces. That's the worst idea for applying anything at high speed with cotton. It's just not good for non-porous painted surfaces like these. Wow, we had some kind of adhesive up here in the front. I'm thinking maybe one of these kidney grills was loose back in the day and they used some kind of tape to hold it in until they got it reapplied. And yeah, that's what it looks like, because you see it peeling off of this chrome right here, and the chrome is staying on there actually, but it's some persistent adhesive that someone used in the past. Got some paint chipping here on the front bumper, but that's to be expected, since that's what gets most of the damage from road kick up, rocks and stuff. Here we go. I'm just going to give this front bumper a one pass. Give these fog lights a one pass. I'm going to need to do a separate video for the headlights. That looks a lot better. What do you think? Let's try that other side again also. I don't see why I'm going to wait. I can do a whole another video showing you how far to take this with dry wash products anyway. This I like to use for a headlight restoration. And headlight restoration, starting with the metal polish on the plastic there. The plastic, what's happening is it's got particles that like to bond with plastic. They don't separate after that. It's scientific, it's a physical action in nature. So what we're going to do is help all these particles that have bonded to this headlight. We're going to lift those particles off this plastic cover of the headlight assembly. It's a plastic cover, and that plastic attracts a certain charge of particles. And once they touch, it's really hard to separate them unless you have assistance, like with products like these. You see that color displacement? That's the particle right there. Those are the particles that have been settling onto this headlight over the years. It could be the original headlight, might not be. I believe it is, but look at it now. Oh my God. It did. Oh, it took to it. What do you think, Julius?
Man, that's a beauty.
I may not have to buy new headlights for this bad boy. So I'm going to come back over here with the metal polish and repeat the treatment of this on this headlight with a follow-up of the dry wash. But let's check it out. Let's see, because this one's still kind of in bad shape. So obviously the dry wash alone wasn't exactly everything it needed. I'm going to start from the center and work myself outward this way, out to the edges. But I started in the middle. I don't want to get too much metal polish on the paint. Like I said, this is a metal polish with a fine abrasion in it, and a fine abrasive, so it can, cause an abrasion to your non-porous paint. So I'm gonna just go lightly over these bottom edges and work it in heavy. Oh, and the rest of this could be just a little, just they age and they take the environmental fallout different than, say, its cousin on the other side there. But let's see. Oh yeah, okay. You got a result. It's not bad. I mean, it just looks like this headlight has taken a lot more abuse over the years. And obviously it took a little bit of extra abuse with what happened here. But at least we see it clearer. You see the detail of the inside fixtures, which you couldn't do that before. And I think that was obvious. That you can see the crinkles inside of the reflective part of this headlight. Now I'm going to squirt dry wash over it real quick. Give it one final layer of protection. I'm looking at replacing this trim right here anyway, real soon, so I don't mind if I scratched it up with that a little bit. But look at this headlight over here. I mean, that one is almost as good as this one, but I believe that one's older than this one, and it's been replaced at some point. Finish buffing down here. Damn. No leaks. Thank God.
love gravity. The ghost of Janis Joplin. Let me tell you.
Behold the secrets of nature's deepest mystery.
Proceed with the operation.
Roger. 30 seconds.
Action.
Listen, 42 north,
Best cinematography by The Ghost.
9 minutes, 43 minutes.
I know what lies ahead.
Proceed with the operation.
From here we can show how dirty that wheel is, at least. And cut.
Time is running out. For the planet Earth. You don't expect me to believe that, do you? Behold the secrets of nature's deepest mystery.
Proceed with the operation.
Roger. 30 seconds.
Listen, 42 north, 58 minutes. 59 minutes, 43 minutes.
Gentlemen,
Have we seen the actual reality of the universe?
Proceed with the operation.
gentlemen. I know what lies ahead. Time is running out. For the planet Earth.